Hi everyone, this is Amanda from the Queen of Lean. This is a new segment where I'm answering your questions that you've posted on my Facebook page. I know that if you've thought of this question yourself, chances are that many other people have thought of it as well. So this will help enhance your Get Lean journey and help you get faster results. So the question that I'm going to start off with today is from Brittany Isa. She was asking how many healthy fats you can include in your diet. She mentioned also that she's following a Paleolithic lifestyle eating plan and so far getting great results from that, but wanted to get leaner and was concerned that she was including too many good fats. And this is something that, I can personally relate to, especially when you're following that type of diet. The really enjoyable part of that is the fats from animal products, from the coconut butter and things like that. And you want to make sure that you're not overdoing that type of thing. For myself personally, I am eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. So in terms of what I would recommend on a daily basis, what I'm going to do is cut that down to per meal what I would recommend, because everyone's depending on what time you get up and how many meals you're having, that will vary a little bit. So for each meal, roughly I try and allow about 1 to 2 teaspoons of good fats. And then, if you're looking at what are healthy fats can come from animal fats. It is important that is from an organic type of meat, because otherwise the toxins and the hormones and things like that that are held in the fats aren't good for you. So you do want to have base your diet around organic meats. I also have coconut oil, which I'm a big fan of. That helps you to get leaner through your hips, boost your metabolism as well. And I also include organic butter. This is also an important fat that helps you to get leaner. And then in terms of nuts and things like that, personally at the moment leading up to my figure competition, I've actually cut out all nuts. The main reason for that is that I did a food intolerance test and I've tested intolerant to that food. It depends, if you're looking at training for a figure comp, then I would say possibly, to cut down on that type of food. If it's just every day and you want to look great, I would still include nuts in your diet. Maybe look at, if you found that your results have plateaued a little bit, possibly look at getting a food intolerance test done and see if that's one of the things that are holding you back, because that is a common intolerance. But so to answer your question, 1 to 2 teaspoons of good fats per meal is fine. My second question comes from Erin, not sure how to pronounce her surname, Bosquinet. She's written on here that she's a follower. She loves the updates and she's seen great results since she's started clean eating. First of all, she wanted to find out what I recommend in terms of pre-workout supplements and post-workout supplements to strip fat. And also she's going to be traveling around Europe, and what are my recommendations for training while you're traveling. In terms of pre-workout supplements, I don't take a lot pre-workout. What I do have is coffee beforehand. If you're not a fan of drinking coffee, I would recommend like a caffeine-based supplement to enhance your training session. There's a really good supplement from Poliquin called JavaStim. That will also, the caffeine does boost your metabolism, so that will help with stripping fat. It enhances your energy in your session. You also you feel less lactic acid burn, so you're more likely to push harder in your session, as well as your energy being increased. So in terms of pre-workout, it's caffeine. I have in the morning L-carnitine. which can also be a pre-workout supplement, but I put that on first thing. I had that first thing in the morning just to lift my morning energy. During my training session, I take branched chain amino acids. Again, all of the supplements that I take are Poliquin. The branched chain amino acids, I take 15 grams during my training session and then 10 grams after, which is probably a lot higher than you've seen recommended, but I find that gets great results. And then post-workout, I recommend, getting a little croaky voice, I take glutamine, which is great for burning stomach fat, helping you to recover after your training session. I also take something that will reduce my cortisol. So when you're training and you're training hard, it increases your cortisol. What you want to do is straight after your workout, do the right kind of recovery so that your cortisol is coming down. It's allowing for your muscles to rebuild and get stronger and have a good proper recovery. So something that can do that is a form of magnesium, or otherwise glycine is really good for that. I have sometimes taken inositol tea as well, so just something that's bringing your cortisol levels down. I also include a little bit of cinnamon in that shake as well, so that's my post-workout supplements. And then a second question in relation to training while you're traveling. Personally, I try and stay at places that have gyms in them. And one thing that I do recommend is that you train first thing in the morning. You know, when you're traveling, you're always busy. There's things to do and see, and you don't really want your training to interrupt your day. So I would say definitely put your training session right at the beginning of the day. If you don't have access to a gym, something that can be great is ordering online some TRX straps. They basically are straps that you can hang just about anywhere, and you can do a lot of strength training and that type of thing from those. There's either TRX straps or the Ultimate Instrument is the other one. And then interval-based things can be, fantastic for that as well. If you're looking, if you're doing cardio, you're wanting to burn fat. If you did interval training, let's say that you were near a beach, even better, do sand runs, where you're doing something like a minute sprint flat out and then a minute recovery. Make your recovery, even if you're just walking really slow or even standing still, so that you're having a big variance between your intervals when you're going hard and when you're recovering. And with interval training, anything from 20 to 30 minutes is ideal. So again, putting something like that at the start of your day is going to mean that you've got your exercise done, you're feeling great, and then you can go out and do whatever you want to do on your travels. So I think that is all of my questions answered for this week. If you wanted to have your question answered via video, you can email me on amanda@thequeenoflean.com.au, or otherwise just post it on my Facebook timeline, and I'll be updating these once a week. Thanks guys, I hope that helps, and I'll see you very shortly.